So I'm not having a super successful day in terms of productivity. I overslept the South Africa match. I don't know. I need to stop staying up so late and then expecting myself to wake up when I think that I will. Anyway, last night I did stay up and finish through round 11 because I've made 11 correct guesses so far, and I love seeing this blue color come back in. I really like how this is looking. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think it is the 6-day star blanket, not the 6-day superstar blanket. So that is a correction. I have been saying superstar, but I went back and looked at the pattern name because like I've just left myself scrolled where I'm at on the pattern on the website. So I haven't, and it's on my phone. And so I haven't been like reading the name. So I think it is the star blanket, not the superstar. I did also do the worms finally for the Paraguay versus USA match. So it is hard to hold these up to show you guys. So I'll just show you one from the US. Here we go. Now times that by 4. And I think how they came out in this variegated yarn is just so cute. And then I did one with really big eyes. So there's the 3 different eye sizes. And then one for Paraguay. And then I also did the Switzerland versus Qatar match. Is that what it was? Anyways, it was a 1-1. So there we go. And so I will keep working on these, trying to chip them down. But we'll add these to the bag. There were 75 goals in round 1. I mean, yeah, like match day 1. So this might just hold match day 1 in it. We'll see. Anyway, I will chat with y'all later because we're coming back from halftime of Switzerland versus Bosnia Herzegovina. It's been kind of boring, so I've been scrolling on my phone. So I don't have anything to say. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. I am here to actually do Thursday's wrap up. It is Friday. The US has just played their match, and I'll wrap that up in the start of my next video. But unfortunately, yesterday I had a very bad medicine day. I was nauseous almost all day, upset stomach. It was not a great day. I ended up going to bed really early. I struggled sleeping. But that was more it was a bit, every way I turned, I was just nauseous. But I slept for about 14 hours off and on. So yeah. I don't think I showed you guys that I had done the 2 rounds, or maybe I did. I did the 2 rounds. This is not from Thursdays. This is from Wednesdays. I still have to do for games I predicted correctly for Thursday. But so here's our starting point, and I will catch up on this as soon as I can. I want to quickly go over the matches. I've already started working on the projects, and then I also need to go over the projects that I worked on yesterday. And I think I'm gonna start with that and then move on. And I don't have any of the stats as to number of cards given. Red ones were given again, and yellow. Apparently, okay, I do know this. There have been more red cards given so far in this tournament than the entire 2022 tournament. So, well done. Well done. I think we're at 5. But let's go over these projects. Oh, jeez. This is going to be hard because I don't know for sure how many stitches I did on all of them. I'm going to take some guesses. I did manage to finish all of my stitching with 5 to 10 minutes to spare, so it was another close day, and today might be close too. So here we go. I believe this is 75 stitches, and I did this, it's a snow, like a snow hill. And this is on Christmas by the Letter from Lizzie Kate. I think this is, oh, this is the Mystery Fox Sal. I'm pretty sure 25 stitches on here. And it's going to be really hard to tell you where they're at because they're all just like fill-in stitches in this green color. So there's some in here, and then I think I looped back around. Anyways, there is not much progress. I mean, 25 stitches is not a ton. And that is Uzbekistan's project. So Christmas by the Letter was Colombia's, and they had won 3-1. So Uzbekistan got 25 stitches. Next we have the map of Gondor and Rohan. This is Ghana's project, and I did 25 stitches in here. So it's just in there. Next up we had Castle Homecoming. It is a sea country. Which sea country? Which sea country? Croatia. So I did 50 stitches. And it's over here. So I did the pole going up, and then I started on the flag, and it's the same flag as over there. So that's 50 stitches, which must mean this is England's project, and I did 100 stitches on this one. This is my Union Jack Quaker. So I'm working on this motif over here, and I was working with the blue. So however much is 100. Then I had my new start for the Congo. I started chair decor. I don't remember the artist, but it was charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And 25 stitches. Actually, it might be in the 30s. It might be like 32 or something like that. But over here. So just a tiny little start. And I was going to try to do it without gridding. Oops. Water bottle. Luckily, it's empty. I was going to try to do it without gridding, but then I decided, no, that's risky on this count. So I gridded it. And then we have Persephone. And this would be Portugal. And so I did all this back stitching over here. 25 stitches, so 50 half stitches. And that is what I worked on yesterday. Hang on, let me just pick that up. Okay. My desk is such a mess. Let's quickly go over yesterday's matches, and then I will show you because I have started working on them already. Jeez Louise. Okay. Czechia versus South Africa. I actually slept in past this one, and I had started to watch it yesterday when I just became so I didn't even make it. I was like at minute 40 or something, so not even quite at halfway when I had to go lay down. And my husband's like, oh, you must be really sick if you've walked away from soccer. And I was like, yeah. So it's not that I'm sick, it's my medicine. It's just, unfortunately, it's a medicine that in the past I've had a bad reaction to, metformin, and it is extended release. So don't say try the extended release one. It is extended release, and metformin not extended release was brutal. Like, I couldn't leave the house. We are trying to get my body acclimated to this because my blood sugar levels are just the most optimal that they ever are when I'm on it. And we've tried so many different things to avoid taking it. And I said to my doctor, let's just try it again while I'm on summer break and see. And so I'm trying to get my body acclimated to it, but unfortunately it can be an uphill battle, and it is what it is. So, okay. It ended 1-1. So a draw. There were 3 cards given. Did I put all of the stats for all? There were 3 yellow cards yesterday. Red cards yesterday. Oh my gosh, I forgot about one of them. Jeez Louise. Okay. Bringing myself back to the present. So, yeah, South Africa got their goal on a penalty shot, but they were perhaps the better team for most of the game that I saw, the 40 minutes. I didn't even see them score their goal. Chechia scored in the 6th minute, but South Africa dominated after that. And I believe that there were some comments from commentators agreeing with that. So I'll finish watching the match hopefully today, but that is what I remember so far. And I did work on both of these projects already today, so I'll show them to you now because I won't be showing them to you later, like in tomorrow's video. So South Africa's project finally got to work on it. 25 stitches, so 1 row over here in the green, and then like 4 half stitches to get the remaining that I needed. Because the row was 23, so then I needed 4 half stitches to get to 25. So there we go. And then Chechia's project is Castles in the Air. So I had stopped right up here, so I continued with this motif. I had tried to do the back stitching here, and I realized that I just need to do it with 1 strand. It was too much. Like this one I have with 2, and it looks okay. Up here in other parts of the project, I have 1 strand like this, and it's just so busy it needs 1 strand. I'd hoped that I could just continue using the same thread, but unfortunately not. It is very hard for me to see the back stitching on this project. I don't know if anyone else has that problem with Long Dog's digital patterns, but I struggle to see the back stitch lines on my chart. So it's a little bit frustrating because there is so much of it, but I'll come back later and get it. So 25 stitches on that. Then we got to the first game I got up to watch, and that was Switzerland versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. I had predicted a 2-1 win for Switzerland. Oh boy, did they ever get me wrong. Well, first of all, the first half, boring. So boring. Okay, and I say that as a massive soccer fan that doesn't always mind a 0-0 game. This game was painful, okay? There was no goals until the 74th minute. It was just a lot of, like, passing around, and just, it was kind of boring. The goals came from subs. So, the first goal came at minute 74, Manzambi for Switzerland. Then in minute 84, Vargas scored another sub for Switzerland. 92, Manzambi scored minute 90, Manzambi scored a second for Switzerland. Then in 3 minutes into added extra time, Mahamic scored for Bosnia-Herzegovina. And in 7 minutes into the added extra time, a penalty was awarded to Switzerland, and Shaka, is it their captain? Maybe their captain scored from the penalty. And I'm not sure if he was a sub or not. So I know those other 4 goals were definitely scored by subs. I'm not positive if he is a sub or not. And then the other thing is, in the 80th minute, Bosnia got a red card. honestly, because I didn't do wrap-ups of these games after the matches, I don't remember why he got a red card. And so that's why I usually try to do them right after the matches, because I watch so many games that it's hard to keep everything straight. And so, yeah, that was the first red card of the day. And I did predict the winner correctly, not the scoreline, but the winner. So I owe the blanket another round. Then we get to Canada versus Qatar, and I predicted a 2-1 win for Canada. That is not how it turned out at all. At all. Canada 6-0. And this was a crazy game, okay? Like, it was crazy. There was everything in this game. Honestly, go watch it. I know I say that about a lot of games, but go watch this one. There were 2 red cards. In the 33rd minute, the first red card was given. And a lot of people say, like, will try to say that Canada won because Qatar was down players. But at that point, Canada had already scored 2 goals. Like, they were already bossing this game. So they scored the first one in the 16th minute when Kyle Larin scored. And then in the 29th minute, Jonathan David scored. And he went on to get a hat trick in this match. So then in the 45 plus 3, so before halftime, Jonathan David scored his second. We went into halftime. We came back, and Madibo from Qatar broke the leg or fractured it. I don't know, but it did not look good. Like, you could hear Canadian players on the sideline saying his leg's barely hanging on. It's barely hanging there. So it was not good. And the Qatari player was visibly upset. He clearly did not intend for that to happen. And he went in, the player that, Ishmael Kone, he went in to apologize to him in the dressing room and everything like that. But yeah, he got a red card, so Qatar was down to 9 players. And Canada went on to score 3 more, and I thought they should have scored more. But I mean, this is already like the most a CONCACAF team has scored in a World Cup match, I believe is what the commentator said. It's also the most, or tied with the most, that a home country has won a match, which is so crazy. Like, I think apparently both United States and Mexico have only ever won with 4 goals. Like, they've never gotten 5 or 6, and Canada got 6. And this was also Canada's first ever World Cup win. Like, amazing, amazing. Seriously. Okay, I was starting to get teary during everything with Kone. Honestly, if you can, find the replay of this and watch it. Or I guess if you can find the highlight reel, but this game was worth watching. So anyways, so I owe Canada's project. Wait, hang on here. I forgot. I've already done, let's go back to Switzerland and Bosnia for a minute. I've already done my 25 stitches for Bosnia, and it's actually 50 half stitches, and it's all along here. So that is complete, and I have started stitching for Switzerland. I am at probably 25 stitches so far, and this is on Sunset at Hogsmeade. So I still have to keep going with that, and I will do that during the next match. Okay. Just so we can stay caught up with projects here. Okay, so then Canada versus Qatar. I did not bring out Qatar's project because it's not getting any stitches. Canada's will be getting 150 stitches. And unfortunately, unfortunately for me, I am working on eyelets. And so each eyelet is 6 stitches. It's 12 legs, so 6 stitches. So I need to do 13. It's not as bad when I put it like that, but still. I'm not well, because the way that I'm going, I end up having to turn it over and thread the stitches through. Oh my gosh, I think they almost just showed up a Celtic, like a kilt on the screen. Like the guy's climbing on top of a statue, and it was almost an upshot, guys. Let's not do that. This is family television here. But okay, so I thread it through the stitches in the back, otherwise the strand will show through the open part. And so it just makes it take longer, but it's fine, it's fine. 13 of those, just more progress. And then we get to Mexico versus Korea Republic. And this game, I had predicted a 2-2 draw. It ended 1-0 for Mexico, but I swear, again, boring game. Super boring game. I think Korea was playing for a draw. They did not act like they wanted to score at all. And they only tried to score, really, after Mexico had scored. And even then, they were only putting in like a half-ass attempt. Excuse my language, but seriously, that's what it was like. And it was like, come on, you guys. Like, this is the World Cup. Anyways, so Mexico's will get 25 stitches, which is disappointing because it is my Flowers of the Holy Night. And I would love to put on more stitches on this one, but I guess it's only 25, Mexico. So, I mean, I'll probably just continue with the same thread. And that is our wrap up from yesterday. So, I honestly, again, I don't have any of the statistics, how many goals were scored or anything like that. I'm just working on getting the stitches done. I have 6 hours until they're all due, which, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get them. I think I should be able to, but we'll see. And, yeah, that's it. So I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to go recap the US's game before this match starts in a couple of minutes. It's Scotland's about to start. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh my gosh, I always forget this. Okay, my predictions. My predictions for the matches. Okay, so that I can put this at the end of this Thursday's video. Brazil versus Haiti. I predicted a 4-0 win for Brazil. Scotland versus Morocco. This one, oh, it could go anyway. It could go a draw, but I want Scotland to win, so I went 1-0 for Scotland. Come on, Tartan Army. Turkey versus Paraguay. I went 2-1 for Turkey. It could be a bigger goal. I just don't want a bigger goal differential, but yeah. That's what I went with. And then USA versus Australia. I had predicted a 3-1 for USA. It ended 2-0. Whoops. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, well. That's how it ended. But, so that was my prediction. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye.